Well, hello and welcome to Butter Roll Boutique. I am Doretha, and today is Wednesday, February 15th. Let me make sure. Yes, February 15th, 2023. And I am here today to show you how to change colors on my blanket, to show you how I am changing colors on this scrap blanket. Okay, so first of all, I want to show you this because I'm participating in the DOY CAL. It's a circular scrap blanket CAL. Okay, say that 3 times fast. DOY circular scrap blanket CAL. Now, as you know, I have already presented this scrap blanket before, but it wasn't going quite like I needed it to go. Actually, the pattern, the person that I was following said that if I did a certain, anyway, it didn't work out for me. So I found a different pattern tutorial to follow, and so far it's going along nicely. My blanket is laying flat. It's not curling on the ends. As you can see, it has this beautiful swirl going on there, and I'm just as satisfied as I can be. And I will definitely put that person's name in the description box. But let me do this real quick to show you that I have gone all the way around, and you know that it's a scrap blanket, so I'm just simply pulling the colors out of my scrap bag. And so the next color that I pulled out was this pink, and I don't like to change. You know, when I first started, I had a scrap ball and I was changing in the middle of the row, and you can see green, pink, brown, then another brown as you go around the circle, which is fine. I love that. But then I decided I didn't want to do the rest of the blanket like that. I would change colors only when I get to the end. And I'm doing that as long as I have the yarn, you know, to do that with. As you can see, I have a pin here because on this pattern, you will increase every 9th row. So I didn't have a stitch marker with me at the time. All I had was a safety pin. So you can use those as stitch markers. So I put a stitch marker here because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, that's 9 rows with 1 chain in between the double crochets. Chain 1. Do your double crochets and chain 1. So the next 9 rows, you see I have a pin right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now these 9 rows, you put 2 double crochets in between your, 2 chains in between your double crochets. 2 chains and then your double crochets. So I put a marker there to let me know that I'm through with those. Now I'm working on chaining 3 in between the double crochets. So I've made it to the end of my row. I did my chain 3, and now I'm going to slip stitch in the chain. I'm slip stitching the top of the chain. So here is my so I put my hook in, and this is how I change colors. Sometimes I tie them together, but this time I'm not. I'm just gonna stick this hook. I'm gonna put it in the top of the chain, and instead of now see, it's not on the top of that. It's not in the top of that post right there. It's in the top of the starting chain. So instead of bringing this through as I usually would, instead of bringing that yellow through, I'm going to pick up my next color and bring it through because I'm ready to start the new color. So I'm going to slip stitch with my new color. You see that? That's just a slip stitch. And then of course you're going to pull on this to make it tight. Okay. Now I am ready to slip stitch over to the next double crochet. Slip stitch over to the next double crochet. Okay. There you go. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and start crocheting your stitches around. Remember, this time when we get to our opening, we are chaining 3. I'll just leave this piece. I crocheted over a few stitches, and I'll leave this piece so I can sew it in, because I don't like, my ends always seem to pop out if I don't sew them in. So I have to sew this one in from the yellow, and I'll have to sew this one in from the pink. Some people just keep crocheting over it, and that's fine. Whatever you want to do with your work. So I'll go to the next stitch and I'll crochet. What I'm doing now is called a double crochet. See? A simple double crochet. Okay? Now I'll come back and work on this blanket some more at another time, and I'll show you the progress that I'm making with this blanket. Jeanette over at DOY said that we didn't have to be in a hurry to make it. There was no deadline, and we can just use the scraps in whatever pattern we wanted to use, as long as it was a circular blanket. So that is what I am doing. I'm participating in her scrap blanket circular cow. I don't know what the hashtag is for that. I'll have to get back with Jeanette and see over at DOY what hashtag she wants us to use for this blanket. So I'm just doing regular double crochets, and I haven't done a video on double crochets yet. So then I get right here in the opening, and I always do 2 double crochets, and now I chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And I chain 3 going around and around and around. Chain 3 in each space for 9 rows, and then I chain 4. And we'll continue to see how this blanket comes out. I skip the first one, and I go into the second one, and I double crochet. Okay, that is how I change my color. I just wanted to show you how I did that, and you see it's flawless, it's neat. As I go, you can see how I've changed the colors, and you don't see any type of flaw or anything. I like it anyway. That's the way I do mine. All right, so and when I'll just take my darning needle, and I'll sew in this pink in the pink area, and I'll sew in this yellow in the yellow area. Okay, so that's how I do that. That's how I change my color. I will definitely do another video and try to maybe get a closer, view. I know you're kind of far away from the camera, but I hope that this helped somebody. And I pray that everything that I've done today has been in God's perfect will. You have a wonderful day, and please come back, click the like button, watch the video to the end. Share it out if you'd like. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.